She was at the time, I remember she told me the story about how she was working in a hospital, like cleaning stuff up, and like there was like this poop explosion or whatever, and she went in and did it herself, even though she was like supervisor and manager. And
Nice.
she said, leaders lead from the front, and I will never ask any of my employees to do something that I personally wouldn't do myself.
That's awesome.
And so for me, I have taken that, and then, she said, Benjamin, you're a sledge, and we honor our word even to our own hurt. So like I really try to honor my word as far as so that I can be a man of character and integrity. But it was the same way when I was the executive director of this nonprofit. There was nothing that I did in which I wouldn't ask my employees to do. And so I remember we hit a rough month, and honestly, this goes back to like Simon Sinek stuff. It goes exactly to the military, and this is something that's beat into us. It's that leaders eat last.
Yep.
And unfortunately, in the business world,
Yeah, it's not
many
good.
leaders eat first. The CEOs are just raking hand over fist. They're not doing the work, though. That's the most insane thing to me. If workers around the United States just revolted and be like, we're not gonna show up today.
Right.
All of us are on strike. That CEO is not going to make $1 bajillion. Like, and they treat their
But they have no
workers like
handcuffs on,
crap.
so they won't do it. But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but they have their handcuffs on. And so I went to my wife. We hit a hard point. We were low in donations. We had some stuff going on, and you're just going to hit hardships in any business that you run,
Yep.
regardless. And you're going to hit failure. And like what most people don't realize is like starting your own business, like it's not profitable for a couple years. And then on top of that, um, there's always a crisis, and like there might be monetary strains, and people always look at like when you've arrived as opposed to what it took to get there. But with the leaders eat last mentality, I went to my wife and I said, uh, we're not going to make payroll this month unless I don't get paid. And so we're going to pay our employees first, and we're
Nice.
just going to take a hit this month, and it is what it is. And she's like, God will take care of us. And so we did that, and we were able to make it.